Now open Mary, Our Lady of Peace Mausoleum in Flushing, New York. Secure your family's future with 10% down, no taxes, and 0% interest financing for up to 10 years on pre-need crypts and cremation niches starting at just $25 per month. Protect your loved ones with the gift of pre-planning. Visit them today at Mount St. Mary Cemetery. Call 718-353-1560. That's 718-353-1560 or go to ccbklyn.org to learn more. That's ccbklyn.org.
It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
Well, a lot of things are happening. Are we on the eve of destruction? In the studio today with us is Governor George Pataki, where we have Craig Eaton, a famous lawyer from Brooklyn and all in New York City, and he was 10 years the GOP chairman of Brooklyn, and Judge Richard Weinberg, a common sense Democrat, and me and Rita. Where are we on the eve of destruction? I
think we are. Everybody's waiting to see what happens. The world is literally on fire, John, after close to 200 missiles lobbed by Iran at Israel. And now what is Israel going to do next? Kamala said the world was calm. No troops are in harm's way. Wow, was that a doozy?
The question is it Act 3, Scene 1?
Yeah, explain.
181 missiles, nobody died.
Yeah, it sounds like the last one, remember?
So Netanyahu says there's going to be a change in regimes in Iran. Iran panics, makes a deal. He says, we're going to fire the missiles, but we don't want to kill anybody because we don't want to escalate. So I don't know what is the truth. I don't know what the truth is. And if Israel retaliates, will it be Act 4?
Well, and
Scene 1.
And John, here's another.
I'll go to the panel.
Yeah.
Governor Pataki.
But before Governor, I just want to tell you one thing that came out. This is interesting. The White House came out and admitted that they got the tip off from Iran through channels, obviously not directly, that they were told this was going to happen, John. And also Russia was told. So they got a forewarning too, which is interesting.
Yes, it is interesting. I think Israel has been enormously successful in isolating Iran. It seemed like a year ago, Israel was isolated and you had Hamas, Hezbollah, Turkey rattling sabers, Iran being the global superpower in the region. And now it's completely reversed. And if I'm in the Iranian Ayatollah's governing clique, I'm thinking we're in trouble here. You know, and yes, we have to pretend we have to do something because we lose all face if we don't. But if it's ineffective, that's okay. What we don't want is Israel coming after us. And I think they are terrified of that. And I think because of that, their attack has been, and also the fact that Israel has such tremendous defense capability, that Iran has really been ineffective, but symbolically attacking Israel.
You know, the big question is, will they take out the supreme leader? That's the big thing, because Netanyahu just said he's calling for regime change. But his idea of regime change, as we saw with Nasrallah, was take him out, and with Hamas too. And if I'm Israel and I'm thinking maybe there's a chance Kamala gets into the White House in November, I want to strike now, because this White House has been weak on Israel every single turn.
Absolutely. Everything Israel did to destroy Hamas and now marginalize Hezbollah, the Biden-Harris administration opposed it the whole way through. So you are absolutely right, Rita.
Craig Eaton, your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, it's an opportunity right now. There's weakness in Washington. They know that there's a potential for Trump to win again. And if Trump gets in again, they're not going to have any opportunity. So they're all looking to, you know, escalate the opportunities that they have and take advantage of them now.
I had a long talk with Sid this morning, and the problem is Joe Biden and hates what happened to him. There was a coup in the United States of America, and nobody's talking about it. Nancy Pelosi and whoever, President Obama, they're saying, and I don't know exactly who it is, but they convinced him.
Yeah.
They convinced the President of the United States, and you know what they said to him?
25th Amendment.
No, we're going to take you out, and you're not going to like it the way we take you out, and you're going to go down in history as crap. or you agree not to run.
And the vehicle for that, John, is the 25th Amendment.
Yeah, and Joe Biden hates the people that did that to him. Jill Biden hates the people that did that to him. And guess what? This strike that we're having.
The port strike.
The port strike we're having, it's a strike of a pen. We could have put it off. The Taft-Hartley Act, the President of the United States could put it off for 60 days. It's only 35 days to the election. So what does that mean?
Yeah,
you know what that means?
It's an interesting point.
It's an interesting point. Yeah.
It means that Kamala Harris is not on his Christmas list.
Yeah. And it means that we're going to suffer. And John, you know this all too well.
The only place, by the way, I'm just telling our listeners, the only place that you will hear these revelations is on WABC. Yeah. Nobody else is going to tell you the truth.
Now, except if you're a guest on somebody else's show.
Yeah, but now before you go further.
I told the truth on Greg Kelly's show today. I told the truth on Sid Rosenberg's show today.
And where were you yesterday?
It's going to be there today.
And I don't get paid overtime.
Well, you should be. We'll give you a raise. Judge, we can work on it, right? We can give him a raise. I want to ask you, though, John, from an economic standpoint, because you just hit on an interesting point. This strike...
$5 billion. It's going to cost
$5 billion.
$5 billion
a day. So explain to people what that means from their pocketbooks. By the way,
in one of the buildings we're building, my people just told me that we got enough windows for the next 2 weeks, but the windows to finish the building on one of these boats are waiting out there.
Wow. So what does that mean to the consumer who goes to the grocery store? Everything comes by ship.
Hey, it's going to mean higher food prices.
It's going to mean higher prices, and it's going to mean shortages. You were just talking about the windows,
yes,
John.
It's going to be shortages.
I've been working on a project for 12 years for energy in upstate New York. The project's under construction. They have to shut down next week because they're not able because of the strike to continue. So it's going to be higher prices, shortages, and layoffs.
And you got the holidays coming, too, you guys. Let's not forget about that.
By the way, me and George Pataki, the governor, has to have a discussion someday because with all the stuff they're doing in New York State, we're not going to have enough power unless certain things happen.
Absolutely right.
Wow. And by the way, I want to remind everybody, of course, the big vice presidential debate is going to be happening. This is going to be, think about the issues on the table. And we are going to have great coverage here on WABC starting at 8:30 p.m.
Till midnight.
I'm
not sure I'm going to make it to midnight.
We'll keep you awake.
Rita, Professor Dershowitz is on. He's 5'10". Let's do it.
Janine Pirro here for Colonial Metals Group. Colonial Metals Group helps Americans protect their future with the most trusted store of wealth in human history. Physical gold and silver. If you're retiring or retired, go to colonialmetalsgroup.com/Pirro for your free Janine Pirro Colonial Metals Group Retirement Protection Kit or call 800-965-8004. 800-965-8004 now to receive a free home safe and up to $7,500 in free silver.